Welcome to the light and the love that is Unity Church of Lawrence. I'm Polly McCall. I'm your worship assistant this morning. In Unity, we begin everything with prayer, so I'd like to invite our prayer chaplain, Karen Langsford, forward.
Good morning. All right, take a deep breath in and let it out. It feels so good. Do it again. Sweet, sweet Spirit. We are here. We are gathered here in this divine, sweet home of spiritual love. And we know that the power that creates universes flows through us. And we are creators. In this beautiful, bright, sunny day, we create a place of love within ourselves. Love that shines through our eyes. Love that shines through us in everything we do. And we are gathered in gratitude to share that love, to experience beautiful music and divine ideas, and to grow together on this path of spiritual love and awakening. Breathing in and breathing out. We can just be grateful and appreciate ourselves and allow ourselves to receive the love. And we say, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Amen.
Thank you, Karen. Our chaplains are a special group of people that are here to hold sacred space and also provide one-on-one prayer support. If you find yourself in need of confidential prayer after the service, Karen will be up here in the front. And now I'd like to invite you to stand and join with singing with Michaela for I Am the Thinker.
I am a thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought I have the power to change my life. If you ask me who am I am wisdom, I am light, I am more than meets the eye, I cannot be defined. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am a thinker who thinks the thought I have the power to change my life. If you ask me what am I am beauty, I am joy, I am more than meets the eye, I cannot be defined. I am a thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought I have the power to change my life. Now let's turn and greet each other with a handshake or a hug. I can choose to be the light that brightens someone's darkest night. I'm so much more than meets the eye. I cannot be defined. thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am a thinker who thinks the thought. I have the power to change my life. I have the power to change my life. I have the power to change my life.
Thank you, Michaela. That was beautiful. Now I'd like to invite everybody to settle into their seats and into this worship space and time and join with me in affirming Unity's founding principle together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the source of all good. And our vision for the world, united in divine love and joy, we celebrate a peaceful and abundant world for all. And now our mission together as a community. We are a thriving spiritual community, sharing love, building bridges, and inspiring transformation. And now let's welcome our favorite Millie Webb, who's providing special music today.
Good morning. All right, this song is called Original Love. No burden of shame, guilt, or sin. None of that when I look within. Not needing to be saved or born again. No need to wait for the love to begin. Love is unconditional. I confess I'm already worthy of worthiness. I was born in grace, already blessed, made in the image of holiness. I am one with the Spirit. I am in and of the whole. My world is a reflection of this truth. I know there is no separation between my God and me. I am born in original love. I am born in original love. Every person a reminder to me. Every moment an opportunity to open up, to rise up and know that I am free, and know that there is nothing more I need to be. I am one with the Spirit. I am in and of the whole. My world is a reflection of this truth. I know there is no separation between my God and me. I am born in original love. I am born in original love. Divine mind is my foundation. Divine wisdom guides my way. All abundance is my birthright, and I claim it now. Woo! I am one with the Spirit. I am in and of the whole, and my world is a reflection of this truth. I know there is no separation between my God and me. Yeah, I unconditional love.
Thank you, Millie. Millie has a new CD out, so be sure and check that out after the service. Jen Hutchins, who's been here so many times she feels like a part of us, is a founding member of the Unity Arts Ministry. Her passion is sharing the transforming power of creative expression. So welcome our Rev. Jen.
Thank you. It's mutual, by the way. Always very excited to be here and to be a part of this community. So thank you for welcoming me in. And I'm happy to be here on a monthly basis in this year. So come back every third Sunday. We'll come back every Sunday, but come and expect to see me every third Sunday. So I'm happy to be able to be here with you in that way. Thank you, Millie. Thank you, Millie, for that reminder. Because we are born into that original love. And as children, we often express that truth of our being, that love, the imagination, the awareness that we are safe, supported, that anything is possible. And then we grow up and we get all these other jumbled thoughts in our head and we forget. We just forget sometimes, but the truth never changes. The truth never changes. We are always, always that love. My son the other day gave me a beautiful reminder of that awareness that children have, that anything is possible, without question, without doubt. My husband was looking on the computer and came across a new theme park being built in Japan. Now, if you know my husband, you know he loves Japan. If you know my son, you know the idea of theme parks sounds fabulous. So the two of them on the couch start planning out, hey, we should go to Japan sometime and go to this new theme park.
You know the song, Japan having fun?
So his mind immediately went to, we are going to Japan. My husband said, hey, maybe we should sometime, which I heard this conversation and my mind starts translating it, yeah, sure, sometime, maybe, But my son heard maybe sometime. So that evening, he started making business plans to sell crafts to start raising money for this trip. And then in the morning, I woke up. This was Saturday morning, mind you. I woke up. He was on the computer on a foreign language learning app teaching himself Japanese. The power of imagination at work. He didn't doubt it for a second. And now I'm thinking, well, I better get on the computer and start learning with him because we're obviously going to Japan. So, how quickly can I pick this up? Kids don't dare to dream big, and neither should we. Neither should we. Dare to dream big. And this week in particular, we have a beautiful person to look at as a teacher, as a role model. Tomorrow we celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. And he was somebody that taught us to dream big. He taught us that social change was possible, but it begins with inner change. Because all that social change that he was calling forward in the world began with that space of knowing that we are divine love, first and foremost. And as divine love, we can act in the world as that love and bring that love into manifestation in greater and greater ways. That was his dream. He wrote a whole speech on it, right? The I Have a Dream speech is probably one of his most famous and well-known speeches. And it is that dream that change is possible. Change is possible on a personal level, on a social level, and it all begins on a spiritual level. So that's the journey we're going to be going on today, is talking about how do we use that power of imagination in our lives to transform our lives and the world in which we live. Don't dare to dream big. Whatever it is, whatever is on your mind and your heart, those dreams that keep coming forward, those little bubbles of ideas, if only this, if only that were different, it is possible. And it starts with you. It starts with you, with each one of you. It's the power of imagination. I love this one as an artist, right? I think it's probably my favorite spiritual power. And I think of it as like my spiritual superpower that allows me to be an artist in the world. But it's also that same power that you have in you. The power of imagination is that ability to envision what is not yet manifest to the senses. We can't yet hear it, see it, touch it, taste it, smell it. But we can envision, we can imagine in our mind, mentally picture what that would be like. In fact, if we think hard enough on something, if we all imagine chocolate chip cookies baking right now, imagine it. Can you smell them? Does your mouth start to water? The power of imagination is possible. It is like that seed that's planted that then grows into beautiful, beautiful things. We use the power of imagination, of course, when we're thinking of the arts and baking cookies, right? We have to first imagine that this is possible. Who was the first person that ever put those ingredients together and formed a cookie? Right? That took some imagination. Prior to that day, whoever it was, thank you, they were tapped into some divine wisdom that day, right? To imagine the cookie, imagine the chocolate chip cookie. I mean, really, like flour, eggs, butter, chocolate, little sugar, little salt. Somebody put that all together in just the right way that it came out. That's what we need to do in our lives. It's all it takes is tuning into that power of imagination to create change anywhere. Anywhere. It could be in a hospital setting to create change, to create something in a way that makes patients' experiences more positive, more inspired, bringing hope. We can create change in school systems, maybe changing the lunches. Would you like the lunches changed? We can create change wherever we can imagine it. We can create change wherever we can imagine it, so don't fear the big dreams, because it all starts with that seed. And that seed then can grow and grow and grow. Now, my son reminded me of the power of imagination on the physical level, right? He desires this trip to Japan, so he's planting seeds, studying Japan, saving up some money, starting to look towards that trip. Martin Luther King shows us and reminds us about the power of imagination to create change in our world, social change. And the other level of change that we can think on is spiritual change, spiritual transformation. And that is moving from those thoughts that are cluttered, that say, I can't, and well, maybe, and if only, to it is possible because I am born in divine love. It is my divine birthright. And that these spiritual powers are available to me right here, right now, meaning that change is possible. It is that mental shift that we have to go from our limited sense of being to that awareness of our unlimited presence of spirit and act from that place. Perhaps the person who demonstrates the power of imagination most in the older Bible stories is the character of Joseph. as some of you might know Joseph as an interpreter of dreams. But the first dream that he has and he shares, he does not interpret. In Genesis 37:6, Joseph shares with his brothers, "Listen to this dream I had. We were binding sheaves of grain out in the field when suddenly my sheaf rose up and stood upright, while your sheaves gathered round mine and bowed down to it." Well, his brothers decided to take it upon themselves to interpret this dream as, well, he thinks he's better than us. And in jealousy, his brothers actually sold him into slavery in Egypt. And it was there that Joseph began to tune in more fully to the presence of God within him. It says over and over again that he had favor in God. And what I think that means in our lives today is that when we favor God in our lives, when we favor the awareness of spirit over our limited awareness, amazing things can happen in our lives. When we favor God, we can hear that voice of spirit within us in any and all circumstances. And so Joseph in slavery begins to interpret dreams for others. And he says, "It is not I that am doing this," because somebody came to him and said, "Well, can you interpret my dream?" And he said, "I can't, but God can." I want you to say that with me. I can't, but God can. I can't, but God can. Do you see that shift in power? Is it still I? Is it still you? Is it still a part of your expression? Absolutely, because our first statement says there is only one power, one presence in the universe. If there is one, you are an expression of that one. We cannot be separate from it. And so Joseph had attained this awareness that I can't do this, but God can. And he let that awareness that he tapped into speak through him to interpret the dreams. He ends up interpreting the dream of Pharaoh and tells Pharaoh, "Your dream means we're going to have 7 years of abundance and 7 years of famine." And with this awareness, they're then able to make preparations so that when the famine hits, they have stored up the food. And this is where it comes back to Joseph's original dream. His brothers have to come to Egypt to him for the grain. He is the one standing over them, passing out the grain to those who come. So when we tune in, when we transform our thinking from our limited awareness to our spiritual awareness, we are able to hear that voice and to act on that dream. It all comes back to that. All comes back, circles around to it. And so then the dream is revealed. Was the transformation easy? Was the transformation instant? Not so much. Change is not always easy, and it is not always instant. The power of imagination is that seed, but when we plant a seed, it isn't instantly a tree. It takes time, it takes cultivation, it takes continually going back to that thought. So as we have the awareness to tune in to our imagination, to tune into where do we wish to see change on a personal level, on a social level, on a spiritual level, we can begin to bring that change forward. And it all begins with you, begins with that personal transformation first. Because if I look out at the world and I say what I wish to see out in the world is more love, more acceptance, equality among genders, among races, among all orientations, among religions. Man, if only the world were more tolerant, if only the world were more accepting. The way that I can create that change is to first be that love. To first be that divine love in expression that I accept and I tolerate and I show appreciation. And as I start from that point, I am tuning into God, that wisdom within. I'm tuning in to that which can guide me to the next step. But it has to start with inner transformation first. If I continually look out in fear and judgment and hatred and anger, nothing will ever change. When we look at Dr. King, he spoke always in terms of love. He did not speak out anger towards others. He spoke out in frustration towards a situation, absolutely. Absolutely. And when we look at something and we see that it is not right and that we wish for something to be better, we are seeing with the eyes of discernment what is possible, what can change. With the power of imagination, we can envision it differently. Do the inner work and then listen for the wisdom of spirit within to guide us on that next step. How can we create the change we want to see? If you wish to see more joy in the world, be more joyful. If you wish to see more love, be more loving. If you wish to see kindness, be kinder. If you wish to go to Japan, study Japanese. The change starts with you first. One step, one thought, one action. And it might not be instantaneous, and it might not be easy. But with continuation, change will come. I want to share with you a quote by Martin Luther King. He said, "Change does not roll in on the wheels of inevitability, but comes through continuous struggle." And struggle here does not mean that it has to be hard, but it means constant moving towards something, constantly moving towards that which we wish to see change. So where do you wish to see change in your life? With the power of imagination, I invite you to envision that which you want, not focus on that which you don't want, and to be that change. With strength, with faith, with love and imagination, all things are possible. And we might not see it instantly, just as Joseph didn't understand that meaning of that original dream that he shared with his brothers. But when we listen to Spirit and continue to turn into Spirit awareness through meditation, through whatever brings you closer to that awareness, through music, through nature, and listen for that voice of wisdom within to guide you. Through the power of imagination, you can turn your thoughts and dreams into reality. And through this is the only way to create change in our world. So I invite you this week to tap into that power. Tap into it and see what is possible. Be the first new cookie maker, whatever it is, right? Something that is not yet here, bring it into being. One thought, one action at a time. And so it is. Thank you.
Oh. love that has no bounds. Open up my heart, let the healing come. Open up my mind to the infinite source, to the wellspring of the divine, bringing forth the light to what once was dark. Open up my heart, let the healing come. Oh, open, oh, open, oh, open up my heart. Oh, open, oh, open up my heart. Open up my heart. Lay my burdens down. In the here and now, I am free. I am wrapped in love. I am clothed in light. Open up my heart. Let the healing come. Oh, open, oh, open, oh, open up my heart. Oh, open, oh, open up my heart. I am wrapped in love. I am clothed in light. Open up my heart. The healing has begun. Oh, open, oh, open up my heart. Oh, open up my heart.
And let us take that beautiful energy into a time of meditation. Let your body relax in the chair. Bring your awareness to the breath, not seeking to change it, but simply being aware of the inhale and the exhale. As we open our hearts more deeply to the awareness of the presence of Spirit right where we are. We open to the presence of love. Open to the presence of peace. Open to the presence of faith, of joy, of infinite possibilities that dwell within our own hearts. Opening our awareness and letting our minds simply sink into that heart space as we rest together in the silence. I am transformed by the healing power of love. I bring this awareness of divine love back with me, bringing my mind, my body awareness back to this place and time, back to the room and back to the chair upon which I sit, knowing that as I open my eyes, I am open to the awareness of love, the awareness of infinite possibilities, the awareness of all power, the seat of my soul. And so it is. Thank you, God.
It's a matter of time. It's a matter of pride. It's a matter of shining as bright as the sun. It's a matter of living the life you are worthy of. Oh, living the life you are worthy of. Hey, beautiful, amazing one, don't you know that's what you are? A little light that can light up the world, don't you know that's what you are? You are stronger than you think, so when your light begins to shrink, remember you are L-O-V-E-D. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of pride. It's a matter of shining as bright as the sun. It's a matter of living the life you are worthy of. Oh, living the life you are worthy of. It's possible. Dream what you want. Don't you know you can be it all? You are worthy. You are more than enough. Don't you know you can have it all? You don't have to compromise when you see yourself through love's eyes to finally truly be Happy. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of pride. It's a matter of shining as bright as the sun. It's a matter of living the life you are worthy of. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of pride. It's a matter of shining as bright as the sun. It's a matter of living the life you are worthy of. Oh, living the life you are worthy of.
Thank you so much, Millie and Reverend Jen. As our ushers and prayer chaplain come forward for our time of thanks, I invite you to join me as we hold our gifts to this community in our hands and love in our hearts. Let's affirm together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. As the love offering is collected, Do we have ushers this morning? Sorry. Sorry. I didn't see any baskets. As the love offering is collected, let's join Michaela in singing Yes, I Am.
Yes, I am here to love. Yes, I am here to serve. Yes, I am here to be the love of God, my God. And I know forevermore that I am loved. Yes, I know forevermore that I am loved. Yes, I am here to love. Yes, I am here to serve. Yes, I am here to be the love of God, my God, of God, my God.
We bless those bucks. Both given here and electronically.
Gotta watch people.
Yeah, really. She was headed out the front door.
Board members are running out the door with it.
I would like to point out she has a Chiefs shirt on.
Ah,
She
yeah.
might have something else on her mind.
And dear Lord, let the Chiefs win. Oh, we give thanks that we are a part of and support and care about this beautiful, wonderful, humorous, loving, joyful community of spirit and love. Together, let's just say, thank you, God.
Thank you, God.
Amen.
Thank you. We've come to the time in the service when I have the opportunity of sharing opportunities with you. If you're celebrating with us for the first time, thank you for being part of our service today. We have more information about us and a welcome packet in the foyer. Our church annual meeting is today, so please don't run off to watch football until you've stayed for this important congregational meeting where members will vote on new board members, the 2020 budget, a bylaws revision, and review 2019. I am assured by our president we will be done in plenty of time for you to catch the kickoff. The Reiki Healing Service will not meet today. It will meet the third Sunday in February. Expanding the Light Meditation will not be meeting on Wednesday evenings during the winter months. There will be an announcement when they will resume in the spring. Next week, our own Martin Dowman will speak on energy of compassion. Special music will be provided by Steve Epley. And again, I want to repeat the announcement I made earlier in that Millie has brought her new CD. If you haven't picked up her old one, she's got a few of those too. So now it's time to sing in our youth with You Are Walking in the Light.
You are walking. You are walking in the light. You are walking in the light of God. In the light, 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 in the light of God. Walking as the there's no you. Let's sing it one more time anyways. We're walking in the light. Ready? In the light, in the light, in the light. We are walking in the light of God. In the light, 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 in the light of God.
I know we have youth to bless somewhere in the world, and bless ourselves. So let's just do our blessing anyway. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divinity in you. And now let's join hands as we sing the peace song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And as we lower our hands, let's repeat together the prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.